Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is July 18th. I'm Lisa. Scott Dillon joining us as well this morning. I'm going to jump into some of our news headlines. We have a lot of breaking news to tell you about, but first we want to talk about the weather today because there's a lot to talk about. Number one, I just want to ask you, the wildfire smoke is back. It's pretty hazy out there to start off our morning.
Yeah, a little bit of haze, but the south breeze today will help disperse that, so it's not going to be too bad, but there is a little bit of smoke out there. Storms possible later on today as a cold front sweeps on through, so watch for a couple stronger storms. Afternoon and evening hours, we'll keep you updated on those. Okay. And then going into tomorrow, breezy with a west breeze, 15 to 25. So windy tomorrow. Don't lose your golf ball, Scott. I know you will.
I'll probably lose it without the wind.
Other than that, temperatures warming up into the upper 80s, close to the low 90s by next week. So.
Okay.
The heat will be back. We've been talking about that. So
eventually. It is summer. It has to come back eventually.
It's
right?
felt like fall. All right,
Yes.
good stuff.
Yep.
Thank you, Dylan. Of course, keep that WDAY Storm Tracker weather app with you. You can kind of track the rain as it's moving in. And of course, we'll keep you updated on air as well throughout the day as well. So a big story as well. Okay, into some of our news headlines right now. We're working to learn the cause of an apartment garage fire that happened overnight. Firefighters were called out right around 1 this morning to that garage, which is just north of Barnes & Noble in Fargo. We talked to a battalion chief on scene who says the fire was small, there wasn't a lot of damage. The person we talked to would not confirm that it was suspicious. However, our WDAY photographer on scene did see one man being interviewed by police and then was taken away in a squad car. We also know the K-9 unit was called in around that same time. So right now we're working to find out who was arrested and if it was in connection with that fire.
Yeah. Right now we are working to learn more about a murder that led to an hours-long standoff in Lakes Country. Deputies found a woman dead inside a home on the south side of Big Pine Lake. That's just east of Perham. The body was discovered after a nearly 5-hour standoff in which a SWAT team had to be called in. Several homes were evacuated as a precaution. Police were initially called out to that home by a person who told dispatchers that a man had just killed a woman inside the house. That man is now in the Otter Tail County Jail this morning, awaiting formal charges. However, the sheriff's office there has not released the suspect's name just yet.
Another story we're tracking for you. Valley City Police are working to identify a man who was found dead in the Cheyenne River. The police chief there has told WDAY the body was spotted between Riverside Gardens and Riverview Drive. That's kind of the south end of town. The body was found around noon yesterday. The chief describes the body as a white man in his 30s to 40s, short dark hair, a beard, between 5'8" to 5'10", weighing about 200 pounds. He was only wearing jeans and socks. So if you have any information on who that person might be, what led up to it, any information, please call police.
This morning, we are now learning when we could get more information about what led up to that deadly shootout with police in Fargo. Our team spoke with Attorney General Drew Wrigley, who tells us new information might not be released until next week. Now, of course, as we've been reporting, officers responded to a crash when they say 37-year-old Mohammed Barakat opened fire, killing 23-year-old officer Jake Wallin, critically injuring 2 other officers as well as a bystander that was there. The officers and that woman are still recovering in the hospital right now this morning. We know Barakat was not now involved in that crash himself. That was confirmed by the mayor yesterday, but law enforcement remains tight-lipped about what exactly happened. We know there's a lot of unanswered questions right now, so we're trying to dig to get to the bottom of all those for you as well. The North Dakota BCI and FBI have since taken over that investigation.
Right before we came out here to do this Facebook Live, I was just reading on inform.com. There's a great article there too, just kind of posing those questions that we have, that you have, and the kind of roadblocks we're all, our team here in the WDAY newsroom and Inform as well, to get those answers. We're kind of running into a bit of a wall there. So a very interesting read there. You should check that out. Meanwhile, there's just a ton of support pouring in from the community. If you'd like to make a donation to the families of the officers, there's a fund set up. This is the best way to do it. The Leadership Care Fund. It's a website. Leadership Care Fund. You can also make a donation if it's easier, just at any Bell Bank location in Fargo as well.
And a lot of local fundraisers going on as well to show support. Today, the radio station, Big 98.7, will be at Cashwise on 13th Avenue South in Fargo. They're handing out blue porch light bulbs as you can screw in on your porch. They're going to obviously shine blue when it's dark out. That's going to show support to the police department, all those officers. They're going to do that at noon today. The bulbs are going to be free, but you are asked, encouraged to make a donation to that Leadership Care Fund as a way to also show your support.
A lot of local businesses as well. We're talking about the radio station doing that. We do know the Nines, which I was talking before this morning as well. I think the owner of the Nines is just, she does such great things to help the community. And right now, a portion of proceeds and sales will also be going to the Leadership Fund. So whether you're shopping at the Nines in Fargo, their DL location, or online, money is going to be going right to that fund that the police department's encouraging, the Leadership Care Fund. The money's going there. Also, all this week, Salon Duo on Main Avenue in Fargo, donating 100% of their proceeds to officers and their families affected as well. That includes products or services at that salon. And there's going to be a fundraiser at the Fargo Post 2 Legion baseball game on Thursday as well. So just to name a few, really, there's so many things going on.
Lots going on. A lot of people that probably won't get mentioned that are helping out too.
Right,
So
exactly.
If you are, thank you. Right now, the local blood bank says there's an emergency shortage. Vitalant says its donation center in North Dakota needs 400 to 500 donations a day. But since May, that blood supply has been down more than 25%, and some of their current supply was depleted because of Friday's deadly police shooting, and some of that had to be used. To donate, you can walk in, make an appointment online or over the phone. Local blood drives and where they're going to be can be found at vitalant.org.
The world market could get thrown into a flux even further. This is something we reported on First News this morning. Russia's Black Sea grain deal with Ukraine has been terminated. The deal had allowed Ukraine to export grain from its ports and navigate safe passage through the Black Sea to Turkey's Bosphorus Strait. The arrangement will help stabilize global market food prices, and it had brought relief to countries that rely on Ukrainian exports as well. So big story there internationally.
Yeah. All right, Hot Mic today with Don Mizzo. You can watch it from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. Big talking point today. Would SDSU be interested in moving up to the FBS if NDSU also received an invite? The answer might actually surprise you. I don't know the answer, but it's an interesting article, you say. So
yeah,
we're going to talk about it this morning, too.
Jackrabbits fan, Bison fan. So yeah, interesting. All right, make sure you tune in for that, obviously. Hot Mic from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. And remember, right now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to get that deal.
And then join us the rest of the day on air. We have you covered with our newscast. Our next one is at 11 o'clock, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 as well. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with First News from 5 to 7 in the morning.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.